yet to finish packing. I kind of want to repack, but I don't think that's a good use of my time. But maybe I will. Yeah. These are all the books I'm taking. It's a lot. And I don't even know if I'm going to read them all. Hopefully I read at least like one, but we'll see. We'll see. Should I have done this sooner? Yes, absolutely. I didn't even start packing until like 10 o'clock last night. Maybe even later than 10. Not a good look. But I could have done this literally all of yesterday, but instead I spent it procrastinating. I did some journaling. I ended up, okay, note to self, don't start a puzzle before you have to do something important, because that was literally all that was on my mind. And I finished said puzzle. So am I going to learn this from this? Probably not. But I also ended up staying up late to watch the next segment of the 3rd season of Bridgerton. I haven't finished. I think we're planning to watch the final together. So that would be fun. Yes. I don't know if I like this season as much as the previous seasons, but you know. I'm still watching it. How do I? Nope, that's not it. Absolutely struggling. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if I love it as much as the previous seasons. Like, I think season 2 will always be my favorite, especially because of the Tamil representation. You know, gotta love the Tamil rep. Something we're yet to see in our own films, but love it in mainstream media. I was gonna do some makeup, but I'm not sure. I am a big, like, smaller bag girly. Like, everything can go in small bags. That's my packing style. Taking a hoodie in case. Honestly, it looks like I'm going away for months. I'm actually only going for, like, 3 days, 2 nights. Not very long at all. Oh, I forgot the books. Kind of important. I think we'll be okay. I'm catching a ride, a couple with Sarah Elizabeth, who is from Books and Brambles, and she runs the whole, organized the whole retreat, so that's going to be fun. She's going to be here soon, so I better get going. I'm going to switch this off. I didn't get to do a pack with me, but I might do like an unpack with me, but yeah, maybe I'll do that instead. Completely last minute, I feel like changing out my handbag to this cute little clutch. We're not going to be going outside at all, so I really don't need a bag. I'll just transfer the trash too. And I'm just going to stay here. So I've got the suitcase and also my tote bag as my like day bag. obviously, look here, so perfect. So yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, since I procrastinated to the last possible minute to pack my bag, I didn't have time to film and pack my bag, so I thought I could do a chatty, sit down, unpack with me. Before I get to my suitcase, I did bring my Kyle tote, and I just thought I could put in what I needed and to take it into the social spaces or to the reading nooks. So I didn't have to like carry a whole bunch of things. I just thought I could do this, and I just think Ilikia is the perfect tote for this. She was meant for this moment. So in here I'll put like my books and whatever I need, my water bottle, my medication, and all the rest. I brought my, oh, there's so many things. I brought my Kindle, and this is my mini book sleeve. So yeah, bought my Kindle. I read faster on Kindle than paperback, so we'll see how I go. I also brought a non-fiction read. I brought The Missing Piece. I'm looking forward to reading this one, and it's got a lot of stories of Kiwi women with ADHD, so I'm interested in that, and we'll see how we go with that. I also was really fascinated with this book. I saw it at the library. I thought it was an interesting concept, and it's from the co-creator of How I Met Your Mother, which is one of my favorite shows to rewatch, so I'll see how it goes. It's really heavy and thick, so yes. This one just says, I know all, I see all, these are just the facts, and the facts make me all. Make me the storyteller, make me the listener, make me the campfire, make me the stars. So yeah, I was just intrigued, so we'll see how I go with that one. I also brought my book bag that I made myself last week at a Sip and Sew workshop. Inside I have another library book. This one's called Playing for Love. It's about two video game players who like each other. So the other books I bought, the first two books from the Before the Coffee Get Cold series. I want to read more translated fiction this year, so I've seen these everywhere. Finally grabbed them, so I'm gonna give them a go. I watched Queen of Tears, which is a K-drama, and it just reminded me so much of this book that I want to reread it. It's raining. It's been raining the whole day. Our whole drive here was super, it was just really miserable, pouring down. You can't even see the lake from my room. It's just all cloud. Perfect reading weather, but wasn't so fun to drive in. And Dating Dr. Bill. So I brought this book because we're doing a cocktail, charcuterie, and costumes night tomorrow, and my outfit is inspired by one of the scenes in this book, so yeah, I thought I'd bring it along to refresh my memory. For that, obviously, I brought my makeup. Thought I'd dress up for that tomorrow, and I brought my Code Names board game. I thought this could be fun to play at some point. And I brought my Sparkle Gem Art coaster set. I thought I could do this. It's a mindless activity that I could do, or mindful activity, but I'm gonna do it mindlessly because I will listen to my audiobooks while I do that. And the other thing, I am like a bag hoarder. Like everything is contained in bags. So in this bag, I have my journaling essentials. I brought my bullet journal as well. I did some spreads for the retreat. I might share them afterwards, but I'm doing kind of like a black and white theme for June, and it's just got the washi down the side, so ta-da! I'll share them at the end when I filled them all in and used it more. And yes, so I brought journaling supplies, some stickers, and a bookmark. I also have my Kyle bookmarks and one of my favorite bookish accessories that I wanted for the longest time, and I was so grateful when my cousin made for me, was my bookish stamp. So this just has, ooh, come on, focus, 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 focus. There we go. It just has from the Library of Ardre PM, and I just love it, and it's self-inking. Ooh, self-inking, so good. So I brought that in case I need a stamp on the book so we know who's whose, because I'm sure there'll be loads of books. And some, since this is a bookstagrammer event, there's obviously some content creation stuff. So there's the tripod that this camera is currently on, the tripod for my phone, a backup phone, headphones for audiobooks, and then a whole bunch of chargers for all of those. As well as a giant book bag. So a giant bag of books to swap. I'm not quite sure how many books I will take away from this weekend, but I'm sure we can compare. I also brought a big blanket, some pajamas, some cozy clothes, really like cozy socks, and yeah, I think the weather's just perfect to just snuggle up with a book and a drink and read. I thought I would do an end of day wrap up. Today was the first day of the retreat. It was so good to me. It was so good seeing everybody and meeting them and finally putting names and faces to Instagram handles. We just got to talk and get to know each other. We had dinner, we made pizza, and then it was just banter, and it was good fun. I enjoyed it. We also got some welcome goodie bags, and I thought I'd go through it with you. I haven't opened them yet, so I thought we could do it together. So the first one was a tote that Erin made for us. So it's got a cute little tag with my name on it, which I will be saving, obviously, and scrapbooking later. Inside, first is this big thing. I'm just going to open it. And it's a cute TV art jar. I've not done this, so I'm excited to give this a go. There's also a Sakura Pearl mask from Japan. And three smaller items. A pin that has my Instagram handle on it, which is so cute. So gorgeous. I love it so much. I was always that kid that labeled all of their stationery, so I just love that. And a bookmark that says books, books, and more books. And finally, a bookworm keychain. so that was everything in my first bag. And in my second bag, I have a creamy milk Whittaker's bar, my favorite. Sometimes I just like the plain flavors. A scrunchie from Hibiscus Hair. A little New Zealand bookstagrammer retreat pin. I might put that on my book sleeve actually. Some fuzzy socks. I have so many of these. And some earplugs and a mask. Very cute. A strapsicle, which I cannot wait to put on my Kindle. Yeah, I'm definitely excited because the pop socket kind of hurts my fingers if I'm reading for too long. So, and finally, a book. I will preserve this tissue. Inside is a sweet note from Sarah and Erin, and then a book, which is Rules for Dating a Bookshop Owner, which I love. I can't wait to get into it and start reading. So that's almost everything. I also got the Atlas 6 from Mrs. Moa in her blind book date. And in terms of reading today, I read a chapter on Kindle, and I read about 16 pages in my library book. Didn't get a lot of reading done because there was a lot of socializing, but hopefully tomorrow I'll get some more reading done. We've got hot pools in the morning, and then I'm hoping I'll get at least a decent dent into my audiobook, and yeah, maybe I'm just gonna aim for the audiobook. Anything more will be good. So yeah, that's all. Good night. It's the end of day 2. Technically the beginning of day 3 because it's past midnight. But today was a really, really fun day. We started off at the hot pools. It was really lovely to get out and just relax. And then we came back to have some breakfast, and we were just chatting, creating content together, reading a little bit, and then we had family lunch, which was really nice. We got some presents from some publishers, and then we just chilled until it was time for the dinner dress-up party, which was the cocktails, charcuterie, and cocktails, charcuterie, and costumes. Yeah, there you go. Which is what I got going on, which I need to take off before bed. And I thought I'd wrap up some of the things I did today. I didn't read too much. I actually read the first few chapters of Leather and Lark last night on audiobook and Kindle, and then I got a couple more chapters in this morning before the pools, and then afterwards I started another book. I started The Missing Piece, which was my non-fiction read, which is really interesting so far, and I would have liked to have gotten some more reading done, but the conversation was just too good, so that's okay. I think that was all the reading I did. We did do some creative crafty things, so we made a pop-out bookmark, and that was really fun. So I got to do some watercolor painting and then just got creative with some stickers. And speaking of stickers, I also got trying to get over my sticker anxiety. I've always been a collector of stickers, but I never use them. So trying to get through that, I decorated my water bottle with lots and lots of stickers, and I absolutely love it. And then I also set up my strapsicle on my Kindle so I can read in bed or just anywhere
and just be really comfortable. So I'm really happy with that, because sometimes the pop socket wasn't very comfortable, especially if we were reading for long periods of time. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm happy, and I have some gaps I might put some stickers on, so there's that. The other thing was for the dress up party. I'll try and insert a video somewhere, but I dressed up as Karina from Dating Dr. Bill for a couple of reasons. One, she wears glasses, which is great because I can't see, I need to wear my glasses, and also because she wears a lehenga and I just happen to have one that fit me, and the reason why I remember the scene, because if you read it, it was a spicy scene, so that's why I really went to this one. This was one of my favorite reads when I first started out reading some book topics. I read a lot of books with Desi rep in it, and of the few that I read, Dating Dr. Bill was one of my favorites. So yeah, it was good. And a couple of the other books that I got was Pizza Girl. I thought this was really interesting as part of like the book swap. So we just all brought books that we no longer wanted or wanted to unhaul or swap. So this was one that I picked up. I thought it looked really interesting. There's dysfunction, she's grieving, yeah, flawed, unforgettable, trying to find a place in the world. Just some of the words that like spoke to me, so I'm interested to give that one a go. And then we got gifted books from two publishers, Done and Dusted from Hatchet. I've read this. I've also read Swift and Saddled, and I'm really excited for the third one. Cannot wait. A pin from Things We Left Behind. I've read Things We Never Got Over, so cute little daisy. And then also a print from Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I've seen Adriana read it. It is on my Kindle and I would like to read it, so that's been added to my TBR. And then we also got a mystery book from HarperCollins, so they were all wrapped up with like a few words about each one, and I picked this one, and I was so happy when I saw it was this, because I love Joanna Gaines and I would have bought this book anyway. So thank you HarperCollins for the stories we tell, and Hatchet for Done and Dusted, as well as Strepsicle for my new Kindle Strepsicle. I love it. So yeah, that was day 2. I had a really great day. It was a lot of socializing. My battery did go to like energy saver mode a couple of times, but it was redeemed with like we had a great time making reels and playing Cards Against Humanity. That was my first time playing, as well as some amazing like bookish themed cocktails, and yeah, it was a good day. I was really happy and so glad that I got to come along. So yeah, tomorrow is, I don't think we have anything major planned, just brunch. We might go for a swim in the spa, but otherwise it's just a chill day. Yeah, I'm not too fussed if I read a lot or not. I know I'll read when I get back home, but I'm really happy with the friends I've made. So yeah, that's all for me. Good night. Happy bye. So the day 3 wrap up. Sunday morning was kind of chill. We're all just reading and recovering from the night before, just catching up on our books, since we trying to get some reading in, since we didn't really get much of that done over the weekend. Of course, we still talked about books. We had like a book swap, so anyone who had any books that they wanted to pass on could do so, and there was a little bit of a book sale, so anyone who wanted to make money from that could do so too. It was very chill. The other people in the other house checked out and came over, and we had brunch together, a nice cooked brunch, and then everyone was just free to do whatever. So we actually ended up packing up, clearing up the space, and heading home. So yeah, it was a really good weekend. I was really happy, I think, especially because I don't have a lot of people to talk about books with in my life, so having that was really beautiful. So overall, reading-wise, what did I get done? I read about 15 pages of Mutual Friends by Carter Bays. So I picked this up at the library because I thought it was interesting, and it is written by the co-creator of How I Met Your Mother, which was enough for me. It is interesting. I have quite a bit to go. I'm still here, so yeah, it wasn't the right environment to read in. There was a lot happening and very exciting things happening that I just wanted to know was, participate and stuff. And so reading didn't happen, but that's okay because I do a lot of reading over here at home and not a lot of socializing, so I was happy for that trade-off. I also read at the time about 16 pages of The Missing Piece, which is a book about ADHD. And then I read / listened to, I did like an immersive read of Leather and Luck, which also came out last week. And that was really good. Everyone suggested that I listen to it because of his Irish accent, and they just said it was too funny. The band is great as well. So I did that. I did about 100 pages, but I've since finished it since coming home. Like I said, I can read really fast when I'm not distracted by everything that's going on. So that was how much I read. I took, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I took 7 books with me and didn't read much. And I brought home so many books I brought home. So here are the books that I brought home. The first 2 of these I borrowed from Sarah Elizabeth, the person who organized the whole retreat. So that was Legends and Lattes. Everyone was talking about fantasy. I'm not a fantasy person. So she suggested this, which is a cozy fantasy, just to see if I like it. I've read a chapter. I'm highly confused, but hoping that I'll figure it out at some point. So that's that. And I also made this pop-out bookmark at the retreat as part of one of my activities. So there's that. And then The Stars Burn Bright, which is written by Linda, who was at the retreat too. So I thought I'd give hers a go. It's YA romance, I believe. So I'm interested to see how that one is. And then I have no place to put these books. Okay. And then in my goodie bag, I got Rules for Dating. Rules for Dating a Bookshop Owner, which I love. So this is a trophy copy, but I also really want to reread it and maybe annotate it as well. So looking forward to that. We had HarperCollins do some books, and this was mine. It was a mystery book pick, so I was the only nonfiction reader there, so it was a no-brainer that I got this, and I'm so happy because I really love Joanna, so brought home The Stories We Tell. And I also got Done and Dusted. I've read this one and the second one, cannot wait for the third, and this was gifted to us by Hachette. This book was part of the book swap, so this was Pizza Girl. Interested? Yep. And I also got The Atlas 6 by Levi Brake. I've only read Alone with You in the Ether, so I'm interested about this one. I know it's dark academia and it is a lot. It's not an easy read, so I'm interested to see how I go with this. Also, this was another book swap book, and that's The Trouble with Henry and Zoe. I think it's a childhood, maybe second chance, I'm not sure. Just thought I'd give it a go. Just trying to expand the things that I read, as well as The Last Beekeeper. I just thought the blurb looked interesting, so, and the title. Just being curious. And two books that I bought, The Fletcher. I reread this earlier this year, and I just love it. So I thought I would have a copy for my shelves, as well as Complicated You. The title intrigued me, and then I read the blurb, and it resonated so much. A couple of points at home, so I thought I would give this a go. Those were all the books I brought. And that was my retreat wrap up. I think that's it. Yeah.